as we're building our business, understanding what the 4 things that we do in building your business are, those 4 things in a network marketing career are: 1, we sell; 2, we recruit; 3, we duplicate; and 4, we lead. Okay, those are the 4 things basically that we do. Today, I want to talk about how we duplicate. How we duplicate. And a lot of times, people miss a very critical point. If you're here and you've got your front line and they have theirs, they have their organizations, various shapes and sizes, okay? Whatever that looks like. And then it's saying, most people think duplication is in here. But guess where duplication starts? Not here. Duplication starts here. You've got to make this circle work before you can make these circles work. You're like, wait a minute, I thought duplication is getting other people to do things. Yes, but what gives you the capacity to get other people to do things? Do things yourself. Because once you do things yourself, you've got the ability to communicate much, much better. You can communicate what to do to others. By your example, you're communicating what to do to others. By your example, you're leading and you're influencing their behavior, whether you communicate it directly or not. But you got to make this circle work. So what does that mean? If you want people to become raving fans of your product, you need to become a raving fan. You need to become the number 1 ambassador for your product or service around the world. That making this circle work does that. You need to make sales. Well, no, I want my team to make sales. Fine, true. But what's one of the best ways that you can get your team to make sales is if you're making sales. Too many people get involved and then they quickly want to say, oh, I want all my team to sell. I don't need to be selling. And if you lose your edge when it comes to sales yourself, you decrease your ability to duplicate. So duplication actually starts with you. You know, when it comes to using the product, when it comes to sales, when it comes to recruiting, when it comes to onboarding, helping people get started effectively, when it comes to attending events, when it comes to personal development, right? You got to do all this stuff before you can expect other people to do this stuff. You've got to do it. So this was hard because there were some things I didn't particularly love to do. And because I didn't love to do those things, I quickly tried to find people on my team that would do the things that I didn't like to do. And I could not figure out, because I'll tell you what my organization looked like. I'll show you. Here's what my organization looked like. Something like that. This is what my business looked like. Because I was bringing them in and saying, okay, you guys go do it. You guys go do it. Guess what I did? I did this. I did that piece. And I had an organization that looked like this. How How do I get duplication? I was so frustrated. People were not taking action the way I hoped that they would take action. But here's what changed. When I started focusing on third party, when I started focusing on tools, third party tools, not making myself the issue, I started using those tools to sell more product, to involve more, use the product myself, sell more product, recruit people, onboarding them effectively. I can say, let me tell you what I've done and how it worked for me. And they're, oh, okay, that makes sense. Maybe I'll do that too. And I was attending events, started cause more people to attend events. I engaged in personal development, caused more people to engage in personal development. Right? So yes, there's strategies to be able to create more duplication down the road, having systems, having tools, having campaigns, having all different kinds of things. But here's step one. You've got to make this circle work before these other circles are going to work. You have more influence on the duplication of your organization than you think, and it's more about your activity than you'd like it to be. You need to become that ambassador. You're going to need to become that lighthouse. You need to become that example that will let people realize, well, if they can do it, maybe I can do it. I'm seeing them do it. They're getting results. And if they get results, well, maybe I can too. Okay? So the first step in duplication is making this circle work. It's about you. There's other levels to duplication we'll talk about, of course, but this one is the first. Okay? So make your circle work, and then the rest gets much, much easier. That's our lesson today. For today. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.